Or we're whispering.
This is gonna be super loud here. That's all right.
Hey, good morning. It's Ginny, Dave, and Aaron here from DS Tech, talking about business, New Year's resolutions. We all have new resolutions. We all make promises to ourselves, right?
You should.
We should, yes, but we should keep them too, right?
Yes.
But DS Tech has a core values. You know, we have them posted all over our building,
Mm-hmm.
and
Probably on our website somewhere too.
I believe so, yeah.
actually, Aaron, we talked about that in the sales
Yesterday.
meeting, and it will be on our website.
Yep.
So, you know, just check back or ask one of us, you know, we can get them for you. But they're good ideas for possible resolutions for your business.
Right. Make some.
And then we have
positive
some other
changes.
ideas for you too. But we're just going to go through them.
Okay.
And number one is community involvement.
Mm-hmm.
Of which Aaron is our superstar in being community involved.
Well, I think to kind of frame some of what we're talking about too, Dave and Ginny, is things that possibly could help businesses be successful in the new year are certain things that can be internalized as a value. And a lot of these, as we talked earlier before the show on the list that we had found, a lot of these actually mapped fairly well with the DS Tech core values.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, number 6 on our list was give back to your community. And one of our core values is community involvement. And I don't know about the two of you, but I certainly find it very rewarding giving back to our community. And I know DS Tech has taken a very
Well,
good stance on it too.
you get to mingle with your customers, you know, you get to know your community, and it's just a good thing,
Yeah.
Right.
you know?
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, we're all in it together too. And
Right.
You know, you don't see the forest for the individual trees. You see the forest for the forest. You know, so giving back to the community is a very easy and fundamentally solid way to improve your business and be successful in your community. 110%.
Next is learn something new on our core values.
Mhm.
We call it continuous education, because isn't there a philosopher that has a quote, something like that? If you're not learning, you're dying.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So learn something new.
Right. And certainly in our business,
We're always learning.
it changes so fast.
Yeah, it
Things
does.
you
Every other
learned
day.
2 years ago
Yep.
are
Last month.
Yeah.
We don't have to go at length. I think most businesses out there are experiencing change and updating their processes and having to do business a different way. So the more you can internalize, again, these kind of core values and put that mentality in place to have to learn something new, you're going to take better steps forward, certainly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're all encouraged to learn stuff new personally too, you know, so do that for yourself, you know, take up something else that you want, like martial arts or whatever, you know, just do something new.
I'm going to learn how to juggle.
Are you really? That's
Someday.
cool.
That's one of my goals.
That's cool.
Did you teach me?
That's cool.
Mhm.
Okay, so next is taking a proactive approach to customer and vendor relations, which means we go out proactively to look for newer and better ways to do things.
And we contact our customers, give them information about what, this is something I do for the company, is explain to them several times a year, this is what we do for you, before, you know, so they know what we provide for them, and then what else we could provide for them that they're not currently using with us, to keep them from going, oh, you know, we went to this other company to do something. I didn't realize you guys could have done that for us.
Correct.
So it's a great way for customer retention, exit barriers, whatever you want to call it. But it shows your interest in their business as
in
well.
their business. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in it for them, right? So,
One thing DS Tech is really good at too is we will do a number of these processes internal before, I think Dave mentioned it, before we actually do anything with our customers. And I'll give you a great example because it just happened to me. Is, internally, we're working on developing our voice platforms forward. And with that, we've realized that traditional telephone service and support is changing, much like we mentioned a moment ago. Yesterday, I took my desk phone off of my desk. I unplugged it and took it off my desk. It is now sitting on a shelf in my office, completely powered off. Today, I made my first call without a phone on my desk, and it seemed to go well.
that's cool.
But, here we are trying to look at our crystal ball into the future and see if things like this are going to be viable, and to take that to our client and see if it works well for them. Now,
So briefly explain how you did that. So people understand, you didn't use your cell phone.
no, I used very similar to what you're probably looking at right in front of you as a
Yeah.
portal. It's a screen. We use Microsoft Teams as our internal operating platform. And then Microsoft Teams has capability now to integrate with phone systems. So we've been developing. And then,
In our Mixie platform, you can make calls as well.
correct. It comes
But
right.
you need your phone for that, though, right?
No, actually, we've gotten it to the point now where we can do inbound, outbound.
So I
all
could
the-
make a call with my headset that's connected to my computer. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and then clicking a video call would instantly happen and all that
Cool.
good fun stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
Today's point though, it is all synced up here too. So, I can do the same
Yeah.
anywhere now. And then
That's
because
cool.
it's part of our internal teams, it's linked to everything else. So
So this is our proactive approach.
Mhm.
We learn new things and we implement new things before we bring it. Because I actually have an example which was painful,
yeah,
where we tried a software package that
yeah,
did not work and
Yeah.
made my job miserable for a while. But you know what? We ditched it and
This is going to segue brilliantly into our next value.
which is creativity, ideas, and
and
risk taking.
Yeah.
Yes, and risk taking. Well,
You
you
don't
don't
know.
grow.
If you don't
Yeah.
try, you don't know.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
you do,
Yeah.
you don't grow if you don't take risks.
Number 10 on the top 10 resolutions for the new year is actually drop what's not working and move on. So take a risk,
Yeah,
learn, grow. If it doesn't work, move on.
Yeah,
If my phone example doesn't work, I'm going to put my phone back on my desk because I need to have a phone.
yeah,
Simple as
Right.
that. So,
And we say this, not everyone's a good match for us.
Mhm.
So if they're not, then you move on and you don't
Yeah.
you don't waste your time or their time,
yeah.
for something that's
true.
not going to
Yeah.
work.
That's true.
Yeah.
So next on our values list is outstanding customer communication focused on understanding challenges and desires.
Yeah.
So what this is communication, right? That's one of our
Yeah.
very big things. We're always trying to stay on top of keeping you informed of what's going on. And quick communication too, because we're quick to respond. So, and we've been working on this. This is all
yeah,
of our core values we're always improving on.
yeah. I guess to expand a little bit further on what Jen had mentioned is our internal software, our internal operating platform allows us to see those timings on our ticket resolutions. So as a company, we try to put some analytics into building a better response to our clients. And what we're doing is we're trying to differentiate ourselves in the IT field in our region as a very proactive, forward-thinking, responsive company. And,
Right.
and we put a lot of effort into looking at our statistics and improving them, making them
Yes,
better.
always
so
making
that
them better. Yep.
when you look at us as a company and are trying to decide what to do, our effort is really put into ensure that your life, your staff, and the questions you have are answered in appropriate quick time and not left to linger in the nether. Nope.
Nope. Don't get lost in the nether.
Nope. So
I've called people before at other places, not IT. I'm just talking in general for service, and it's like, when are they going to call me back? Never.
But I think that's a great point, though, is in the IT realm, in the IT field, there's a lot of unknown. It's a constant unknown.
Yeah, it is.
And if we can
Crazy.
eliminate the time frame of that unknown, the better it is. And I think DS Tech understands that internally because we have those frustrations.
Oh, you know
too.
what? That leads into our next one
And then we want to help our clients understand that
really well, because the next one is preparation
Wow.
before execution. And
Yeah, for sure.
so that's going into the job prepared.
Right.
Really. I mean,
Whether it's a service call or a sales call
Yep.
or whatever it might be, you have your ducks in a row.
yeah. And then you have extra stuff just in case you run into situations.
And we have, what I've noticed, we have different levels of expertise and different levels of experience here. And almost how many times a day do you walk by our Josh's office and see a tech talking to him,
Mhm.
or another tech talking in someone else's?
yes.
Help, this product, this customer, whatever, help me out. And we're, as a company, very
We
much
communicate with each other
Yes,
really well too.
Yep.
Yeah.
leaning on each other for
Mhm.
help, at the
Mhm.
basic level help, whatever that may be.
Lastly, on our values list is respect for our customers and our company positions, skill sets, and individuals. So that goes hand in hand with communication.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we all have respect for each other internally.
Mhm.
We all respect each other's skill sets, and we respect our customers
Yeah.
and their knowledge base. So
In your customers, if you've ever taken any seminars or anything on customers,
Mhm.
is internal customers,
Oh, yeah.
right? The people you work with, as well as your
Yes.
external customers,
Mhm.
who pay you, and then your people who you pay to help you. So, yeah, you have to respect all of them.
So you can certainly, work on your business core values as one of your resolutions.
Yep.
We have some other ideas for you if you need some more ideas, like delegating more. If you have too much on your plate, it's time to delegate to other people that have those skills. Promoting your business more.
Oh.
Make business planning a weekly event, and sometimes we add meetings to our schedule, to
Yep.
help work on those goals up. We already talked about learning something new. Join a networking group.
Yeah. There's a number of great ones in
Yeah.
the area. I could just name a few off the top of my head. Kiwanis is a great group. Rotary is a great group. I know recently the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization had shifting of leadership, so they're looking for some new creative ideas, and they have a big need in the area. Certainly, there's a whole slew of opportunity out there.
Make time for yourself in your calendar. So, set realistic goals. We already talked about what's not working,
Yep.
and let's have a great
Yeah.
2022.
Definitely, yeah.
I think it's going to
exciting.
be an exciting time.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year. Grab our newsletter so that you know what topics we're talking about live, and that way you can provide feedback. And I always have good stuff in there. Like last week we had some alerts that needed to go out
Yeah.
to let you know about some
Yep.
phishing attacks
Mhm.
that you need to be aware of. So it's good stuff. Get on our newsletter. Have a happy new year.
Yeah. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Dave.
Yay.